And welcome everyone. We are live here in Sedalia at State Fair Community College as our Staley Falcons are about to go head-to-head with the Battle Spartans. This is the state quarterfinal matchup. Staley's in hopes to go to the Final Four for the second straight year under head coach Chris Neff. We are moments away from tip. We are just about to announce starting lineups. We'll be back after that. And we're about to announce both teams' starting lineups. And for our Staley Falcons, senior guard number 0, Kyan Evans. Number 1 for Battle, Vernell Holt. For Staley, our senior guard, number 1, Larry Parker. For Battle, senior guard, number 3, Tate McCubbin. For Staley, number 3, Cameron Manyow. For Battle, guard number 5, Tay Patrick. For Staley, number 4, senior forward, Caden Fish. For Battle, number 24, Justin Goolsby. And for Staley, senior guard number 5, Jared Lee. For Battle, number 32, Ethan Wiley. Well, folks, starting lineups have been announced. We are just moments away here from tip-off here at the state quarterfinal matchup between Staley and Battle. Battle comes in here with a record of 21-8 under their head coach Ben Pallardy. Their recent win over district and local rival Rockbridge, winning 37-33, gives them high momentum here coming into this matchup against the Staley Falcons, who come in here 27-2. Both teams with 2 similar matchups. The Falcons are coached by head coach Chris Neff in hopes to making their second Final Four in 2 years. Staley with the big win Monday in district championship against rival number 2 ranked Oak Park, giving them the same momentum to come in here and try and run away with this win. The Staley section, the Falcons, the Nest have come out to support here in Sedalia as we are just minutes away from tip-off. Ball is in the air, and it goes to Kyan Evans and the Falcons. Evans is going to dribble up the court here, being guarded by Tate McCubbins up top. Over to Lee on the left side, dumps it down to Caden Fish. Fish powering in. The shot is good. That was a very fast score there by the Falcons, but they do what they do best. Get it to Caden Fish and let him score. Tate Patrick here with the ball for the Spartans. Down to Tate McCubbins. McCubbins is going to lose the ball, going right back to Staley. Staley's up 2-0 after the Caden Fish bucket. Kyan Evans with the ball here, taking it up past midcourt. He's going to move to his right. Passes up to Lee at the top of the key. Off the screen goes Manyow. Inside goes Lee off the pick, and he scores! Beautiful play design there by the Falcons to get another bucket for a lead for the Falcons. Vernell Holt here for the Spartans. He's going to pass it over, and he's going to throw it out of bounds. Miscommunication by the Spartans. Staley's going to get the ball right back. With 7 minutes left here in the first quarter, Staley's up 4-0 on the Battle Spartans. Kyan Evans moving to his right, being guarded by Tate McCubbins very closely. He's going to get the ball stolen away there. Vernell Holt up to Tate Patrick. Patrick puts up a three. It's good! Tate Patrick for three, answers right back. Scores now for Falcons, Battle 3. Larry Parker with the ball on the left side. Over to Evans. Evans off the screen from Fish. Up to Larry Parker on the left side, dumps it down to Caden Fish. Fish is going to get a put up, and he's going to score easy down in the paint. Staley up 6-3 now with 6 minutes and 27 seconds left to play. Vernell Holt here being guarded by Kyan Evans. Down to Ethan Wiley. Over to Tate Patrick. Patrick fires it across court to Tate McCubbins. McCubbins almost goes out of bounds. He's going to get it up to Vernell Holt. Holt being guarded closely. Justin Goolsby for three! And Battle gets two straight threes. The game is now tied 6-6 after Kyan Evans moving up court over to Larry. Parker puts up a tough shot. It goes! Parker from 5 feet puts up a tough jumper, and it goes. Staley up 8-6 with 5 minutes and 45 seconds left to play in the first. Spartans going to be bringing up the ball past midcourt. It's Vernell Holt. Holt getting double teamed quickly by Minyao and Evans. Over to McCubbins. Down to Wiley, down in the post. Wiley makes the move on Fish. Up to Vernell Holt. Back up top to try and get a new play started for the Spartans. And he's going to throw it away. Looking for Tate Patrick off the hands. Back to Staley up 8-6 with 5 minutes and 24 seconds left to play in the first. It's going to be Kyan Evans here with the ball moving past midcourt, being guarded by Tate McCubbins. Over to Larry Parker on the right side. Up to Fish, top of the key, fakes the shot, moves inside. Ball knocked away from him, and he's going to get fouled. But does not count it on the shot. So it looks like it'll be inbound for Staley. It's going to be Justin Goolsby's first, team's first. Evans to inbound the ball. Up to Minyao. Minyao inside to Caden Fish. Fish is going to miss the layup, but a foul is called on the shot. So Caden Fish is going to go to the line for two. A late call. But if you're Staley, you'll take anything you can get in this district quarterfinal game. Fish has 4 points to Staley's 8. Let's see if he can get 2 more. Fish's first shot is good, making the score 9-6 Staley. Fish's second shot is good, making the score 10-6 Staley. And the ball is going to go to Tate McCubbins. Spartans moving the ball well up the cross court. Over to Tate Patrick for another three. No good. Rebounded by Jared Lee. Lee's going to push the ball half court. Stumbles. Picks his own ball up. Lee over to Caden Fish. Then Fish is going to throw the ball away looking for Larry Parker. It's going to go back to the Spartans. You know, Staley has one thing over the Battle Spartans, and that is the 3 big men that they have in Caden Fish, Cameron Minyao, and Zay Wilson. Height is definitely a key factor for Staley in this game. We'll see if they can keep using that throughout this game. It's going to be Vernell Holt moving cross court. Up to Goolsby. Goolsby being guarded tightly by Caden Fish. Back to Vernell Holt at the top of the key being guarded. Double teamed quickly by Caden and Kyan. And a timeout called by Battle. Folks, we have a tight game. Staley up 10-6 with 4 minutes and 27 seconds left to play. I'm your host, Jackson Phelps for N2 Sports Staley. We'll be back after the timeout. And it's going to be the Battle Spartans ball coming out of the timeout. Battle, just like they've been doing all game, they're known to kick it out, drive inside and kick it out for the 3. That's one thing that they can do against Staley because of the big men in the paint. Let's see if they can keep utilizing that factor throughout this game. They're going to look for Tate McCubbins down low, and he is going to get called, and it's going to be a jump after Zay Wilson jumped on the ball, going up for the shot. And possession arrow points towards Battle. It's going to be an inbound for the Spartans. Goolsby for the inbound, up to McCubbins. Over to Vernell Holt, being guarded by Kyan Evans. Holt moves to his right. Off the screen, he's going to get doubled by Caden and Kyan. Shot from McCubbin, no good. Rebounded by Caden Fish. Kyan Evans moving the ball across half court. Zay Wilson moving inside, and the layup is no good. Rebounded by Battle. Tate Patrick moving up to his right side. Larry Parker, close end. It's going to be stolen away by Caden Fish. Stolen right back by Vernell Holt by Battle. He moves inside, and it's no good. Rebounded by Caden Fish, and it's going to be a foul called on Ethan Wiley. That's going to be his first, team's third. Physical game, physical possession just there. Play by both teams. You know, Staley's last loss came in January 28th against Vashon after they lost by just 1. Battle also losing to Vashon by 11. So both of these teams not being able to beat that same team is something that I noticed this week while doing research. While Kyan Evans is going to move inside, puts up a floater. It's good. Kyan Evans moves to his left, makes a shifty move, puts up the nice floater, and lets Staley get up 12-6 here with 3 minutes and 20 seconds left in the first. It's going to be Tay Patrick moving to his left, being guarded by KV Stone. Fakes the shot over to Goolsby. Goolsby's going to go over to Tay Patrick. Tay Patrick still with the ball, being guarded by KV Stone very nicely. Xander Stevens in the game for Battle. It's going to be Goolsby. Goolsby's going to move to his left on Cameron Maniau, going nowhere. McCubbin inside, puts up a floater. It's good. McCubbin inches that lead down to 4 for Staley, making it 12-8. KV Stone onto the left, passes it down low to Cameron Maniau. Backing down Jamarion Pittman, and he's going to get called. And it's going to be a foul called on Battle. It's going to be Pittman's first, team's 4th. Staley's ball to inbound with 2 minutes and 35 seconds left to play. Lee's going to look for KV Stone on the left side. Passes it over to Xavier Wilson. Wilson staying with the ball. Backing down Pittman. And he's going to get called for the double dribble. Going to go back to the Battle Spartans here. With 2 minutes and 26 seconds left to play, Staley is up 12-8. You know, Staley have scored 1,915 points through this whole season and averages 66 points a game. That is one thing that they have better on the Battle Spartans, as they are only averaging 58. Start the ball, it's going to be Tay Patrick being double-teamed by Cam and KV. Patrick over to Pittman, back over to Patrick. On the left side, being guarded by KV Stone. He's going to move over to his right, trying to look for someone to get open. Patrick being guarded by both of them, and it's stolen away by Kyan Evans. Evans throwing it up court to Jared Lee. Lee is going to lay it in. Nice pass by Kyan Evans up court to find Jared Lee for the nice little touch for 2. Staley leads 14-8 with 1 minute and 45 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Tay Patrick has the ball up court. Again, doubled by Cam and KV. Moves it inside down to Pittman, being guarded by Caden Fish. Fish blocks his shot, but it's going to be rebounded by McCubbin. McCubbin up to Stevens on the left side. Stevens being guarded closely by KV Stone. Goolsby on the right side. He's going to be backing down Cameron Maniau. Puts up a shot. It's good. Goolsby for 2. Makes the score 14-10. Staley. Fish over to KV Stone on the right side. Fires it over to Kyan Evans for 3. Boom! Shakalaka! Kyan Evans for 3. It'll be 17-10 Staley lead after that amazing three with a minute left to play here. Kyan Evans with a huge three. It'll be Stevens on the right side, being guarded closely by Jared Lee. Stevens over to Patrick. Patrick trying to look for that screen. No good. Getting doubled by Cam and KV. Over to Goolsby. Goolsby puts up a three. No good. Rebounded by Jared Lee. Lee's going to look up court. Fires it over to Kyan Evans. Evans moves inside. And a tough layup and one. Kyan Evans. Two amazing plays back to back. Puts Staley up 19-10 with 33 seconds left to play. Kyan Evans will be at the line for one. Checking in for battle, number 11, Keon Cross. Number 30, Jack Putnam. And for the Falcons, Larry Parker. Kyan's shot is no good. And Caden on the rebound got called for an over the back, so it'll be going to the Spartans. That'll be the first Staley foul of the night, going on Caden Fish. Stevens to inbound the ball. Up to Cross. Stolen by Kyan Evans. Evans moving inside. Dumps the ball off to Jared Lee. Back up to Larry Parker. Back over to Stone at the top of the key. Stolen away by Vernell Holt. Holt moving inside. And it's going to be blocked by KV Stone. Up to Holt again. He's going to be moving down on Caden Fish. Goolsby for three. Boom! Goolsby with another three. Staley leads 19-13 with 3 seconds left. Can Kyan Evans put it away? No! And the first quarter comes to a close here in the district quarterfinal game with Staley leading 19-13 on the Battle Spartans. We'll be back after this. And we're coming back for the second quarter of play. And it'll be Staley ball here at State Fair Community College in Sedalia, Missouri for the state quarterfinal matchup between Staley and Battle. And it's going to be started out with Kyan Evans over to Jared Lee at the top of the key. Evans at the right. He's going to lob it up to Fish, and he's going to catch it and put it up for two. Making Staley get an easy bucket here, starting the second quarter, up 21-13. Vernell Holt here for the Spartans, being guarded closely by Jared Lee. Holt trying to look for someone to get open here. Holt being guarded nicely by Lee. Off the pick from Stevens. Dumps it over to Stevens, being guarded by Evans. Over to Goolsby, being guarded by Cameron Manuel. Over to Stevens at the top of the key. Goolsby on the left side. Falcons playing amazing defense here, and Larry Parker is going to get called for the reach after trying to go for that ball on the on-ball steal. Checking in for the Spartans. It's going to be Tay Patrick, Tate McCubbin, and Ethan Wiley. Spartans ball after the second Staley foul on Larry Parker. It's going to be Vernell Holt, being guarded by Kyan Evans. He's going to fire the ball over to McCubbin on the left side. Finds Goolsby being guarded by Caden Fish. Goolsby fires it over to Tay Patrick on the right side. They like to play on that perimeter. They do not want to dump it down against Cam and Caden. Double teamed by Cam and Jared. Tay Patrick over to McCubbin. McCubbin trying to move it inside, and his shot is no good, and it's rebounded by Cameron Maniau. But on the tie-up, it's going to be a jump ball. And on that jump ball will be Battle basketball. With 6 minutes and 30 seconds left to play, Staley is up 21-13. Inbounded to Tay Patrick. Patrick being guarded by Jared Lee. Patrick loses the ball, but it's going to get called for a foul. Foul's going to get called on Kyan Evans. That's Staley's third. And that'll be Kyan's first. And it'll remain Battle basketball after that sloppy possession. And it looks like Tay Patrick's going to move on the baseline trying to inbound the ball. So it'll go back to Staley after the turnover on Tay Patrick and Battle. And a timeout called by Battle. Staley is up 21-13 here at State Fair Community College in Sedalia, Missouri for the state quarterfinal matchup between Staley and Battle. I'm your host, Jackson Phelps, and I'm here with N2 Sports Staley. And coming out of the timeout, it's going to be Staley basketball here. Staley is up 21-13 with 6 minutes and 26 seconds left to play in the second quarter. And it's going to be Kyan Evans off the inbound here, off the timeout. He's going to get it up to Caden Fish on the top of the key. End around to Jared Lee. Lee to Maniau, back over to Kyan Evans at the top of the key. Fish over to Lee, moving up to the top. Finds Maniau, gets it to Kyan Evans off the screen. Kyan Evans is going to move inside. Lee on the wing. Caden Fish at the top of the key fakes the shot, trying to call for Larry to go inside. Caden Fish ended around to Jared Lee. Lee stumbles, puts up a tough layup. Jared Lee with another nice layup, making the score 23-13 Staley here with 5 minutes and 45 seconds left to play. It's going to be McCubbin on the left side, moving on Larry Parker. He moves inside. Blocked off by Cameron Maniau. Rebounded by Kyan Evans. Evans looking up court. He's going to move to the middle. Taking it in as himself. Jared Lee fakes the shot. Puts up a floater. It's good. Jared Lee with 2 straight baskets here, making the score 25-13 Staley. It'll be Tay Patrick coming up the ball for the Spartans. He's going to bump in to McCubbin. He's going to hand the ball off to Holt. Holt over to Wiley. Wiley being guarded very tightly by Cameron Maniau. Over to Holt at the top. Holt moves inside. No good. Rebounded by Larry Parker. Parker looks up. He's going to take it in himself. Over to Lee, and it looks like Larry Parker actually stepped out of bounds trying to get the ball over to Jared Lee. Checking in for the Battle Spartans. It'll be Xander Stevens. Staley up 25-13 with 4 minutes and 55 seconds left to play here in the first half. Tay Patrick with the ball for the Spartans. Moving across court. He's going to get picked up closely by Caden Fish. Patrick tries to move the ball inside. McCubbin gets stolen away by Kyan Evans. Kyan Evans moving into the lane. Euro step floater. Good. Kyan Evans makes it look so easy moving into the lane. Staley up 27-13 with 4 minutes and 27 seconds left to play here. Patrick with the ball moving to his right. Being guarded by Jared Lee. Over to McCubbin at the top. McCubbin over to Steven. Over to Goolsby. Goolsby moving on. Zay Wilson, no good. Rebounded by Zay Wilson. Gives it off to Kyan Evans. He's moving to the top of the key. Makes a move on McCubbin. Moves it over to Lee. Lee pushes it inside. He gets fouled. And one! Jared Lee! Gets fouled while going up and drops it. Staley leads 29-13 with 4 minutes left to play. Jared Lee will be shooting one. He has 10 points leading Staley tonight. Shot is good. It'll be 30-13 Staley here with 3 minutes and 58 seconds left to play in the first half. Vernell Holt with ball for the Spartans. He's going to move to his left, kick it over to Stevens. Stevens moves to the top of the key. Being guarded closely by Evans. Makes a move to his left. Over to Goolsby. Goolsby going to put up a tough shot. No good. Rebounded by Zay Wilson for the Falcons. Over to Kyan Evans. Evans looking up court. Passes it over to Larry Parker. Parker fakes the three. Kyan Evans puts up a deep three. Boom! Shakalaka! Kyan Evans with the deep three. Making the score 33-13. Staley's making it easy. Staley's making it look easy tonight, folks, in the first half of play. Vernell Holt moving on Zay Wilson. Wilson with a very nice play. Grabs the ball and gets called for a jump, moving it back to Staley's way. The boys are playing good right now, folks, as Kyan Evans is going to get the ball in the inbound with 3 minutes and 10 seconds left to play. He's going to get doubled. Up to Larry Parker. Parker back to Evans. Evans on the right side. Trying to look for someone down low. Zay Wilson finds Fish. Fish puts up a shot and he gets called for the foul and it drops. Caden Fish with the and one bucket, making the score 35-13 Staley. Caden Fish will be shooting one at the line. Staley's been going on a really nice run. They've been penetrating that Spartan defense, moving the ball left and right, up and down where they're not going to go, and it's creating opportunities to get open shots. And they need to keep doing that because it looks like Battle does not like to play the perimeter and does not like to move around as much as Staley does. Caden's free throw shot is good, making the score 36-13. Ethan Wiley kicks it out to Stevens for three. His three is good. Battle answers right back. Xander Stevens with the three, and Evans was trying to look up court, and it goes off of Caden Fish's fingertips, moving it back to Battle. Staley's up 36-16. It'll be Tay Patrick with the ball here, moving across half court. 2 minutes and 30 seconds left to play. Wiley up to Vernell Holt. Holt puts up a three. It's good! Vernell Holt with the second three. Staley calls a timeout. The Falcons are up 36-19 here in this state quarterfinal game with 2 minutes and 21 seconds left to play. They're on a nice little run, but Battle answers with two straight threes. Like I said before, they're going to keep doing that to Staley. That is their main area of scoring, is putting up that three on the perimeter side. As much as Staley likes to sit on their man, they're going to have to try and pick up some guys coming off of screens, moving on off to the wing, because that's where Battle's finding their guys to hit those open threes. I'm Jackson Phelps, your host tonight. I'm here with N2 Sports Daily at State Fair Community College in Sedalia, Missouri for the state quarterfinal matchup between Staley and Battle. Off of the timeout, it'll be Staley basketball. Kyan Evans controlling the tempo, moving up the court, moving it slowly. The Falcons are trying to create a play. Evans is going to move to his left. Up to Wilson. Inside gets knocked away by Wiley, but Jared Lee gets right back on it. Kyan Evans on the left side with the ball. Comes off of the screen from Zay Wilson. Moving on Stevens. Kyan Evans over to KB Stone. Over to Fish on the arc. Fish is going to hand it off to Kyan Evans. Over to Zay Wilson. KV Stone making a move to his left. Zay Wilson. Fish is going to put up a three. No good. Rebounded by Battle. It'll be Tay Patrick with the ball here. Patrick being guarded by Jared Lee. On the left side of the court, top of the arc, it's going to be handed off to Vernell Holt. Holt's going to be guarded closely by Kyan Evans. They're trying to create a play. Vernell Holt still with the ball. Move to his right. Being guarded by Jared Lee. Battle's not going in. We're trying to milk the clock. Vernell Holt's going to move inside. Wiley tries to get the ball. Stolen away by the Falcons. Lee moving the ball up court, pushing it fast. Over to Kyan Evans. He puts up a three. It's good! Kyan Evans with another three. 39-19. Staley lead. With 52 seconds left here in the first half. Staley playing good defense. It's going to be Tay Patrick here being guarded by Jared Lee. Over to Vernell Holt. Putting a move on Kyan Evans. Spins down the lane. And is going to get called for a travel. Moving back to the Falcons. 37 seconds left to play here in the first half. It'll be Staley basketball. Up 39-19. Kyan Evans with the ball here. Taking his time, trying to milk the clock down. Gonna put a step back on him. Zay Wilson over to KV Stone. Stone moving on Stevens. Dumps it down low to Cameron Maniau. Backing down Goolsby. Maniau puts up a tough shot and goes. 2 points for Cameron Maniau. 41-19 Staley lead with 15 seconds left. Battle with the ball here, trying to get a last shot off before halftime. Tay Patrick at the top of the key. Ends it around to McCubbin. McCubbin at the top. Moves it around to Stevens. With 3 seconds left, Stevens needs to get a shot off. Goolsby with the shot. No good. Staley leads 41-19 going into half here. Here at State Fair Community College in Sedalia, Missouri. Staley leads the Battle Spartans in this state quarterfinal matchup. Once again, I'm your host, Jackson Phelps. I'm here with N2 Sports Staley. We'll be back in 10 minutes after halftime. Stay tuned. And welcome back here, folks, to State Fair Community College in Sedalia, Missouri for the state quarterfinal matchup. I'm your host, Jackson Phelps, here with N2 Sports Staley. We have a tight battle with Battle and Staley. And it's going to be Battle basketball here to start the second half of play. It's going to be Tay Patrick with the ball. He's going to dump it off to Wiley at the top of the key. McCubbins is going to put up a tough three. No good. Rebounded by Kyan Evans. Start the game. They're trying to fire off quickly on Battle's side of the ball, but Evans is going to move to his right. Kicks it out to Lee. Up to Maniau. Maniau backing down Wiley. Up to Evans at the right side of the top of the arc. Being guarded by McCubbin. Off the screen from Maniau. Evans moving inside. He's going to put up a nice layup for two. Kyan Evans with two right there for Staley, making the score 43-19 with 7 minutes and 20 seconds left to play here. It's going to be Vernell Holt with the ball. Over to McCubbin. McCubbin being guarded by Larry Parker. Stolen away by Kyan Evans. Evans moving inside on Tay Patrick. And no good, but Tay Patrick does get called for a shooting foul. So Kyan Evans is going to hit two at the charity stripe. Kyan Evans has 17 points for Staley. He's Staley's predominantly biggest scorer on the team. Just finding many different ways to score the ball, if that's inside, if that's outside the arc. And he's very good at sharing the ball as well. As his first free throw is good, making the score 44-19. Second shot, no good. Rebounded by Holt. Holt's going to be guarded by Jared Lee at the top of the key. Over to Goolsby. Goolsby moving to his right. Over to Tay Patrick for three. It's good. Tay Patrick for three. Answers right back for Battle as they make the lead cut down to 22. Evans moving to his right. Over to Larry Parker. Parker over to Maniau. Tipped away by Goolsby. Back to Jared Lee. Lee moving inside. Tipped away by Vernell Holt. It'll stay Staley basketball with 6 minutes and 37 seconds left to play here in the third quarter. Lee to inbound for Staley. Lee over to Parker. Parker finds an open three. It's good! Larry Parker for three. Nice inbound pass from Jared Lee over to Larry Parker for a Staley triple, making the score 47-22. With 6 minutes and 20 seconds left here to play, Tay Patrick has the ball, being guarded by Jared Lee. Patrick trying to find somebody open. Over to McCubbin. McCubbin puts up a three of his own. No good. Rebounded again by McCubbin. Puts up a tough floater. No good. Rebounded nicely by Cam Mignau. And Evans loses the ball, so it'll go back to Battle. And it's going to be inbounded by Mignau. Mignau's going to put down the dunk off the steal. Cam Mignau says, that's mine, and I'm going to flush it down as well. And a timeout called by Battle. The score is 49-22 Staley. And coming out of the timeout, it'll be Battle basketball here with 5 minutes and 46 seconds left to play here. Staley's up 49-22. Inbound is up to Tay Patrick. Jared Lee up on him tightly, playing a nice half-court defense. Patrick's up to Wiley at the top of the key. Over to Holt on the right side. Over to Goolsby. Goolsby making a move to go inside. No good. Caden Fish is going to jump on the ball. It's going to be a jump. Possession arrow stays with. Possession arrow actually goes to Staley, so it'll be Staley basketball. It's going to be Kyan Evans here with McCubbin guarding him closely. Kyan Evans moving to his left. Over to Caden Fish. Back to Kyan Evans. Evans puts up a three. It's good! Kyan Evans just makes it look too easy behind the arc. Evans with his 21st point. And Cameron Maniau gets on the ball. Maniau's going to steal it. Maniau's going to put it up, and it's no good. Rebounded by Kyan Evans, and he puts it up for two. Kyan Evans again, back-to-back baskets. Scores 54-22, Staley. Our boys are making it look really easy out here, folks, as they give it out to Goolsby for three. And it looks like Caden got all ball, but it's going to be a foul called on Caden Fish. And Goolsby will go to the line for three. Goolsby has 8. And he'll be at the charity stripe for three. Goolsby's first shot is good, making the score 54-23, Staley. Second shot is no good. Goolsby's third shot is good, making the score 54-24, Staley. Kyan Evans with the ball here, being guarded by Tate McCubbin. Really tightly, crossing half court. Evans moves to his left, pushing it inside on McCubbin. And it looks like Evans stepped out of bounds, moving across the baseline. So it'll go back to battle. Checking in for Staley, it'll be number 35, Zay Wilson, and number 15, KV Stone, coming off as Jared Lee and Cameron Maniau. Kyan Evans now with 23 points in today's game. Stellar performance in this quarterfinal. Over to Wiley, over to Stevens on the right side for battle. Moves it inside to Goolsby. Goolsby puts up a tough shot on Zay Wilson, and it goes. Goolsby for two makes the score 54-26 with 4 minutes and 10 seconds left to play. Kyan Evans over to Wilson, over to Stone. Evans at the top of the key, being guarded by Goolsby. Evans trying to move to his left. Over to Wilson at the top. Over to Stone. Back up to Evans at the top. Evans trying to find the pick. He finds it. Over to Fish. Fish puts up his own three. No good. And it's going to go out of bounds. Going back to battle. Tay Patrick with the ball here for battle. Over to Wiley at the top, over to Stevens on the right side. Tries to lob it into Goolsby. He gets it on Zay Wilson. Goolsby puts up a shot. He gets his own rebound. Goolsby with the tough shot, rebounded by Caden Fish. Kyan Evans trying to look up court, trying to find somebody open. Over to KV Stone. Stone tries to find it inside, but Zay Wilson couldn't get a hand on it, so it'll go back to battle. Patrick here for the ball for battle. Manning the ball at the top of the key, being guarded by KV Stone. Patrick puts up a deep three. No good. Rebounded by Zay Wilson. Up to Kyan Evans. Evans moving down court. Evans goes across the baseline, finding Stone. And Stone gets his shot blocked by Wiley. Stolen away by Zay Wilson. Over to Kyan Evans on the left side. He's going to put up a three. No good. Rebounded by Tay Patrick. Going back to battle. Tay Patrick over to McCubbin. Over to Goolsby. Goolsby for a three. No good. Rebounded by Larry Parker. Up to Zay Wilson. Wilson moving inside on Stevens, and he's going to get called for a double dribble. Going back to battle. Checking in for the Falcons, number 5, Jared Lee, and number 3, Cameron Maniau. Checking out is Larry Parker and Zay Wilson. It'll be battle basketball with 2 minutes and 29 seconds left to play here in the third quarter, with Staley being up 54-26. Tay Patrick over here with the ball moving up court for the Spartans. And it's going to be KV Stone with the steal. Stone moving inside. He puts up a nice layup for 2. KV Stone making the score 56-26 Staley. Tay Patrick here with the ball being guarded by Jared Lee. Lee backing down his defender. Patrick makes a move to his left. Fires it over to Goolsby. Being guarded by Caden Fish very tightly. Goolsby knocked away by Kyan Evans. Evans storming down the court. And he's going to put up a nice shifty layup for 2. Kyan Evans makes it look way too easy out here, folks. That's Kyan Evans' 25th point tonight. And makes the score 58-26 Staley with 1 minute and 35 seconds left to play. Patrick being guarded by Lee again. On the left side, he's going to step back. Gets guarded doubly. Over to Goolsby. Putting up a tough shot on Caden Fish. No good. Kyan tried to get the rebound. And it says it was tipped off by Goolsby, going back to Staley. Zay Wilson here. He's going to man the ball. Battle putting on a full court press. The Falcons just trying to move the ball down low. Cameron Maniau puts down the slam. Great ball movement there by the Falcons. Pushing the ball inside, finding Maniau. Flushes it away for 2, making the score 60-26 with 1 minute left in the third. Vernell Holt over to Wiley. Over to Stevens, inside to Putnam. Blocked by Evans! Oh my goodness, and the Falcons are moving down court. And Zay Wilson loses the ball, but what a great heads-up play by Kyan Evans to block the shot. It's going to be battle basketball. Staley's up 60-26 with 50 seconds left to play. It'll be Vernell Holt coming up across half court. Wiley being guarded by Zay Wilson. Over to Stevens. Stevens over to McCubbin. Over to Stevens, knocked by Zay Wilson, back to Stevens. Stevens puts up a tough shot, and it goes for 2. Score is 60-28 Staley with 24 seconds left here to play in the third quarter. Kyan Evans taking his time here with time winding down in the third. Being guarded by McCubbin. Evans at the top of the key. Trying to find some space here with the clock winding down. Zay Wilson sets the screen. Kyan Evans, 3, 2, 1, no good. Staley at the end of the third quarter is going to be up 60-28 here at State Fair Community College in Sedalia, Missouri for this state quarterfinal matchup between Staley and Battle. I'm your host, Jackson Phelps. I'm here with N2 Sports. Coming up in about 2 minutes, we will have the start of the fourth quarter and see who will be making their way down to Springfield next weekend for the Final Four. And coming off of the end of the third, it'll be battle basketball here to begin the fourth quarter of play. And it's going to be stolen away by Cameron Maniau. Maniau with the Euro step, and he loses the ball, but rebounded by Zay Wilson. Up to Kyan Evans. Inside to Cameron Maniau. Oh, he puts up the shot, gets called for the foul, but the shot does not fall. But Cameron Maniau will be making his way to the line for 2 shots. Maniau has 6 points for Staley. And first shot is no good for Maniau. Checking in for battle, it'll be Stevens. Xander Stevens. Checking off is Vernell Holt. Cameron Maniau, the Indiana State commit, is good on his second shot. It'll be battle basketball here. Tay Patrick here moving up the ball for the Battle Spartans. Across half court, guarded by Jared Lee. Trying to milk some of that clock down, being guarded quickly by Wilson and Lee. Fires it into Goolsby. Goolsby making a move, and he gets the foul. And 1 for Goolsby in battle. Making it 61-30, Staley. Goolsby at the line for 1. Shot is good. Scores 61-31. Over to KV Stone on the left side. Hands the ball off. Over to Jared Lee on the right side. Back over to Wilson at the top of the key. Ends it around to Kyan Evans. Evans moving on McCubbin. Back over to Zay Wilson. Over to Maniau in the free throw area. It'll be a nice pass to KV Stone, and he misses the layup. Tay Patrick rebounding the ball. Moving up the court strongly for battle. Throws it right to Kyan Evans. Evans is going to look to his left. Passes over to KV Stone. Stone with a nice layup. KV Stone for 2, making the score 63-31 with 5 minutes and 30 seconds left here in this state quarterfinal game. Tay Patrick for battle here. Over to his left. And the fans are alive here. Tay Patrick puts up a 3. No good. Rebounded by Wilson. Staley sure knows how to travel well, folks. The fans were some of the best. Evans over to KV Stone again with another 2. Oh, the Falcons are laughing it off. It's too easy out here for them. It's another bucket for KV Stone. 65-31 Staley lead. Tay Patrick here with the ball. Tries to move it inside to Goolsby. Goolsby with a tough shot, and it goes for battle. Kyan Evans over here with the ball, moving up past half court. Evans putting some moves on McCubbin. Evans moves inside to Maniau. He puts up another dunk. Nice pass from Kyan Evans over to Cam Maniau for the flush. 67-33 Staley lead with 4 minutes and 37 seconds left here to play. Patrick with the ball being guarded by Stone. And the Staley fans are getting alive here as inches closer to going back to Springfield. Second in a row. Oh, Wilson gets the steal. He's moving in the lane. Boom! Zay Wilson with the big dunk and the timeout for battle. Oh, and Staley's cheering. They are minutes away from making their second straight visit to the Final Four in Springfield. And coming out of the timeout, folks, Staley is up 69-33 with 4 minutes and 18 seconds left to play here in this state quarterfinal matchup between battle. And it'll be battle basketball here. with Patrick moving up past half court. Tavian Tate and Aiden Winnicky are making appearances tonight for the Falcons. Tate on Dion Burton. Over to Goolsby. Goolsby puts up a three. No good. It rolls off. John Neff with the tough rebound for Staley. Over to Tavian Tate. Tate over to his right. Over to John Neff with the ball. Neff over to Winnicky. Up to Zay Wilson. Wilson backing down Goolsby. Into Tavion Tate. Tate with the nice drive and gets called for the shooting foul. Tavion Tate's going to go to the line for two. Tate's first shot is good, making the score 70-33, Staley. And it'll be Tate Patrick here. And Patrick puts up a three. No good. Rebounded by Dion Burton. Dion Burton moving down the line. Over to Winnicky. Winnicky inside to Wilson. Wilson spin move. Oh, he makes it look easy. Down low. The score is 73-33 Staley with 2 minutes and 40 seconds left to play. It'll be battle basketball here. Into the game is J.V. Harris, moving it down to Wiley. Wiley on Tate. Too good. It's going to be stolen away by J.V. Harris. Back over to Goolsby. Goolsby spin move, and it's good. 2 straight baskets from Battle. It'll be Winnicky with the ball. Aiden Winnicky, the senior. Zay Wilson over to Dion Burton. Burton puts up a three. No good. Rebounded by Tavion Tate, and it's good. And the score is now 75-37. And Battle brings in their reserves. Battle played a great game today. Fought very hard all game. Give props to them. As this game is coming near to an end, Staley is about to make their second straight Final Four appearance down in Springfield, Missouri next weekend. You know, Coach Neff needs to be proud of all these guys. Probably their winningest season yet. And I've been very privileged and very honored to be able to cover and follow this team this whole entire year. It's been a very fun season to watch, and I cannot wait for next weekend to see if we can finish strong and finish it out and bring home the state title next week. Jack Putnam at the line for two. His first shot is good. No good. Score is 75-37. The time is winding down with 53 seconds left to go. And the second shot is no good as well. Rebounded by Tavion Tate. Over to Dion Burton. Burton crossing the half-court line. Over to Zay Wilson. Wilson putting a nice spin move, and the layup is good. 77-37, and stolen by John Neff. Over to Xavier Wilson. He's going to put up another basket, and it's another basket for Staley right again. It'll be 79-37. Putting on with the ball here. Time winding down, 13 seconds left. Battle puts up a three. No good, rebounded by the Falcons. Winnicky moving up to the lane. It's good. Aiden Winnicky with some points. And the clock winds down to 0. The Falcons are headed to Springfield in their second straight Final Four appearance. A great game played by the Falcons and a great game played by the Battle Spartans here in this state quarterfinal matchup here at State Fair Community College. Falcons win 81-37. And like I said, next weekend we'll be at the Great Southern Bank Arena at Missouri State University in Springfield in the Final Four. Falcons making their second straight. Well, folks, that is all for tonight. My name is Jackson Phelps, and it has been an honor and a privilege to be able to cover and do live commentating the past 3 years at Staley. Sadly, this probably will be my last broadcast with the team. I want to say thank you to Ms. Sobey for allowing me to have the opportunity to do this, and for all the teachers and the staff who have allowed me to pursue this. And I want to say thank you to all of you who tune in and listen and give all your support to this team and me. It means a lot, and this team means a lot to me. This school means a lot to me, and I just want to say thank you to everyone. And signing off for N2 Sports, this has been Jackson Phelps. Good night, everyone.